What is this
Welcome
game?
back to ow. All coastal rest of
Oh god.
Put down your weapons, Hulk. You have 20 seconds to
The
comply.
problem is the
I
Hulk.
watched Robocop too.
Quakes leave me wondering if something big is coming.
Nah, you think something
Well,
big
and,
might
and
be
speaking
coming.
of
Confuses
speaking
him.
of Robocop,
And that worries me.
Wait.
Yeah, yes, Jova, I forgot, with the shooting at the beginning, is this New York or Detroit?
So wait,
I
Hulk's...
think Robocop is that's robotic.
well, that's the thing though. It was the whole point of Robocop. to be robotic.
Basically now the Enclave is attacking with more earthquake machines.
So...
Oh god, that billboard looks terrible.
Wow, the blur.
No. That was because of the texture rendering. Again, this game has another common problem, the whole texture rendering, where they pop up regularly, but it takes their time. The games like Duke Nukem Forever also have problems like these on consoles. Oop. I think this is the Empire State Building, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think
it's
so.
not.
It doesn't have the eagles at the top.
It's not even the point.
Wait, was Hulk just grinding on those rails for a bit there, or was that just the
No,
physics
it
engine
wasn't.
messing up? Wow! He phased through that building partially.
Not just that, the momentum with the jump
Oh,
is
hey!
awful. I forgot if I mentioned these, but not this specifically. The momentum of the jump is awful. You can't.
Great, you fell.
You can't steer mid jump, but so basically, when you're trying to jump, the direction where you're going is the best thing you have. Otherwise, you can't steer properly. You just have to wait until the whole crash lands onto the ground.
Oh, hey, look, down below. It's Peters University. No, seriously, that is the same building.
Ow. Ow.
So, okay, Enclave. Why are you... Enclave, what does mind control have to do with an earthquake, if I may ask?
No, that's the thing, Jova. Remember, the Enclave is composed by different branches. The mind control one has technically failed, but as you know, everything is going according to plan, so we're operating a different machine. And believe me, Jova, later on we're gonna try something completely different again, so just be ready for it.
So the Enclave pretty much have nothing better to do than just harass the citizens of New York, it seems.
Precisely. Basically, New York is their playground.
Oh God, no!
It's a good thing there's no falling down.
Oh, Hulk have to take stairs. Hulk hates stairs. It's kind of like
Also, the music feels to be jungle.
Oh no! Oh,
Okay, God.
that what you
Basically,
get,
it is that those
guns.
machines actually have like a force field that repels.
This game is making the 2003 game look like a masterpiece.
It is.
I
Honestly,
mean-
it's more fun to play. It's better paced, and the worst thing that it has going on is technically having the villains just showing up with no context. Other than that, there's more passion behind it. I haven't played Ultimate Destruction myself, only seen footage on the internet, but I'm that confident it's also infinitely better than this.
I hear some people say that they
and then
think
2 years
Ultimate
later, we
Destruction defined it to be the best Hulk
we'll
game.
have to see it, Leaves, I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of great stuff about that one as well. I haven't gotten around to playing it though. I have it on my Wii U. It's just that.
Honestly, at this point, I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
That guy, again, like I said, they bounce like basketballs. What gives?
I honestly don't know at this point if Marvel just has the license for singular titles just vacant to be get. I guess that's the case considering that they allow creative freedom with Insomniac and they just happen to choose Spider-Man. Because aside from the Avengers Square Enix game, they seem to have, and of course Spider-Man with Sony, they seem to have no major contracts with companies, so I don't know if anyone wants to make a Hulk game, who's gonna be the publisher of that.
Well, we actually have information from that from both Ted Price, the president of Insomniac, and God, I keep forgetting his name, the president of Marvel, the current president of Marvel Games.
Well, technically speaking, now Kevin Feige should be also the main responsible for that as well. He's
Really?
controlling most of Marvel now.
Well, remember, Jova, Kevin Feige recently got promoted as the chief creative officer of the entirety of the Marvel company. He's now in charge of everything,
Wow.
even the comics.
Which also includes the
Amazing.
game, which makes me wonder if the reason why we're getting these new games like Spider-Man or the Avengers one is also because of something that he's planning. I don't know. Whatever.
Well,
Wait.
well,
Oh, hold
it
on.
depends.
I wonder, so is he the reason why it seems like Peter and MJ may actually get back together this time, no strings attached?
I don't know, Jova. Let's see.
Well, that
Oh.
happened like a month, two and a half ago, Joe. It's a bit too early
His
for
constant
any of
interference
that.
must stop.
Oh, well, I'm
Also,
saying
we got
it's a
name-
possibility.
Got a name drop for this subplot. The problem is the whole.
Also, Pedro, I'm talking about the comics, not the movies.
Excellent.
Also, that's
Me as well, actually.
Also, that was clearly Matt Mercer, I think.
Oh, you've been
But
keeping up
anyway-
with the comics too. Interesting.
Anyway, now hold on. Now
Uh,
the Enclave just unleashed a giant turret in the middle of Manhattan. Jova, what the fuck what is happening in your city?
You're telling me the
Okay,
police didn't have any problems with this?
I can potentially overlook SHIELD not intervening or Iron Man not doing anything, or the fact that the army is too, is also eradicated here. But you're telling me that at this point, at this very moment, the United States government is doing nothing to do this.
No.
Because the army barely intervenes against the Enclave. It's the Hulk shoving all over shit.
Now that I think about it, I don't think there's any police cars in this game,
Where
are
do your
there?
taxes go,
No,
Jova?
everything is just a taxi.
Where do your taxes go?
What the hell?
Maybe that's where the cops go, Shiro. They ride on taxis, maybe.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. The Hulk, yes, the Hulk may be responsible for some destruction, but by God, you cannot say he is the sole reason for that if you don't even have police questioning
This entire
people
city
placing
is a
giant
crap
turrets. Oh my God.
Anyway, you were saying, Pedro?
Well, no, what I was trying to say, Joe, is that it's been like a month and a half, I think, ever since we got that news, so it's a bit too early for Kevin to suddenly start. It's going to take a bit before we see change. We see what Kevin has planned for the comics.
Oh, I get that. I'm talking about the fact that recently in the Spider-Man comics, they're hinting that Peter and MJ may supposedly get married again.
You were saying about instead the Spider-Man game, Pedro?
Yeah. So before Kevin got promoted, that guy whose name I can't remember for the life of me, he's currently the president of Marvel, and considering he's doing a really good job so far, my guess is Kevin will probably continue letting him do his thing, and maybe just occasionally check on things, considering he's already busy enough as it is.
Well, I don't know.
Currently-
Kevin Feige seems to have this
currently,
amazing gift for managing multiple tasks, since the guy's apparently also working on a Star Wars
Currently-
project as well.
Currently, there are 4 key people at Marvel, according to the Wikipedia page. You've got Kevin Feige as the CCO,
Joe Quesada.
as the chairman, Dan Buckley as the president, and Joe Quesada as creative director.
Uh-huh.
All right, so hopefully now all we need to do is throw Joe Quesada out of there, and we should be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I prioritize Permatter over Quesada. Quesada just fucks up here and there occasionally. Permatter is much more than that.
Although, when it comes to Perlmutter, I think he's been relegated to more of a ceremonial position, in the sense where...
He is the janitor, he just cleaning the office.
Or better yet, think
Poor
of him
bastard.
like what the Emperor of Japan is to the actual Prime Minister of Japan.
Anyway, how the structure works now, apparently, after Disney did all the reshuffling.
Hold on,
Our satellite is now in geosynchronous orbit over Manhattan.
Whatever the hell that means.
geosynchronous? Do you even know what that means? Because I don't.
I love how they're not...
Okay, Java, remember what I told you before about the divisions that the
What?
use these weapons? Now they have a thunder machine.
Is that why the sky turned into... Wait, hold on. The sky literally turned to piss yellow in that cutscene, but now it's blue again.
This mission sucks. You have to find you have to reach the tower that controls the satellite, before you get struck by lightning. Believe me, it's harder than it looks because it demolishes building almost instantly. It tracks you down very easily, and it's almost an insta-kill even in easy mode.
So lightning that is powerful enough to topple a building? Yeah, I'm gonna call BS on that. Like, as powerful as lightning can be, a stray bolt like that alone should not be enough to topple one of New York's finest buildings.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, go on, Jova.
Does the Enclave really have nothing better to do?
No, they don't.
Well, can
You
you
are
at least
saying
use the
that
beam
it's,
to... Oh, thank
Twilight.
goodness.
Sorry, the dweebs, go on.
What's happening now is Marvel Television and Marvel Family Entertainment, the animation group, moved to Marvel Studios, although now the television division is outright shutting down. My guess is that now Marvel Studios is handling both TV
Wait!
and,
Oh my god.
and stuff related to films related to the MCU. The
Yeah.
TV division's now just kind of redundant.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on what they're gonna have TV show-wise and what's gonna be Disney Plus exclusive.
And it's funny because now the Marvel Entertainment president, Swashbuckling, is now an underling to Feige.
Anyway, let me say quickly, destroying that antenna had a satellite crash land. I think it's in Central Park. We'll have to see. So we need to pick it up and clean the place around the Enclave forces.
That's such good programming. So if you knock out the satellite dish, it will then cause the satellite to crash. I mean...
Remember, Jova, bounce a graviton particle being on the main deflector dish.
Okay, look. I get it messing with the connection, but it somehow causing the satellite to crash from the sky into the earth.
Apparently, I have no idea what this technology that the Enclave is having works.
I'm curious, what happens if you land into the water, folks? Do you actually die?
No. No. The Hulk just simply jumps out of it. You don't even lose health.
Ah.
It just cannot swim because probably Edge of Reality was too lazy to implement a swimming mechanic.
Mind you, Hulk's a pretty good swimmer last I
We have to
checked.
destroy the satellite, so it's clobbering time.
Oh, and look at that! They had time to place those giant turrets around because they somehow
of
knew
course they
that's
can.
where it would land. Just as planned. All according to freaking plan.
Not to mention too, remember that same guy from Marvel Games who is also producing the Marvel's Avengers game, and he already confirmed that it's taking place in the same universe as Marvel's. So apparently,
Has Marvel what now?
So apparently
They're
he's
building
doing,
their own new game Marvel universe.
with the head of Marvel Games being the Kevin Feige equivalent of that. So my guess is Kevin will just consult with him sometimes here and there and just make sure he's doing things properly. And if not, maybe Kevin will take some action. Maybe we'll see.
Still waiting on a Black Panther game.
Let time pass. Again, if the Spider-Man on PS4 was an astounding success, and we'll have to see how the Avengers game will perform. So give it time.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
We couldn't get to Black Panther until a certain point anyway, Java, for the MCU, so I guess it's gonna be kind of like the same for the games.
Well, just hope it's before I die. Oh, isn't that cute?
Depend on Marvel Entertainment, I think. But anyway,
Isn't that cute? The baseball diamond field is so small compared to Hulk. It's not like we can even do anything with it.
Tell me, Jova, those Central Park in New York has like this giant baseball field that people can use.
It's not that big, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot to do in Central Park. It's one of the biggest parks you'll find in the
I just
world.
wanted to know if there is actually this kind of pre-made field there.
Oh yeah, there's actually several of them for the kids to play on.
The only real major knowledge I have from when it comes to New York Central Park is the way it's
a troll in Central Park.
Not that tale. That's like in only one scene anyway. It's more so the way a lot of movies outside of that one depict Central Park as this place full of horrible people at night. So and stuff like that. So.
Oh, like Home Alone too, yeah.
Not just that one too. A lot of movies like to do the joke about you should never go into Central Park alone at night or some shit.
Yeah.
Even though plenty of people run through there on their jogging at night.
Did that carbon I tossed, the remains of it I tossed just clipped through the turret. Jesus
How?
Christ. Hulk tired of glue.
Whoa, whoa,
Physics,
whoa!
what
Those
the
people
fuck
just
knows?
zoomed away like dang. Oh wait, and that's his face for the turret.
Yeah, again, it already happened. Alright, her time is a charm. Alright, thank God.
And again, I cannot stress enough how Hulk looks like he's slipping on the ground in a maneuver that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, steering in this game is kind of like in Sonic Unleashed, I guess. You need Hulk. If Hulk gains too much momentum, he cannot steer normally for saving his
The
life.
gameplay in this game is a comedy of errors, and none of them, well, actually, most of them are funny, to be fair.
I mean, seriously
Not the
though,
way they intended, I guess.
did Hulk step into butter at some point? He looks
Yay.
like it at some points.
So what have we learned in this particular part? That the Enclave has an infinite resource of machines, each of them more complicated than the other, and despite their failures, everything is still going according to plan. So
Somehow.
see you for the next.
Well, although actually I haven't heard them say anything about it going according to plan. They've been
Well,
moaning about the Hulk getting in the
basically,
way.
that's basically the gist of it. But I have good news, guys. In the next part, we finally actually resume the event of the movie by reenacting the sequence that happens when Bruce meets Betty at the university. Oh, see you for
Finally.
that.
I have a theory though too. I'm starting to think that the head of the Enclave is actually that dog, that cartoon dog that's in that fiery room saying, "This is fine."
That
dog
makes
is an
way
eternal
too
mood.
much sense.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
See ya.